Welcome to the 805 post show here at the Hurley Pro Sunset Beach, day number 2 of competition. Our men's finals day are all set. We got through 24 heats today, the round of 32, the round of 16. Jack Robinson, we're going to see him on finals day. We got a lot to unwrap for you here on the 805 post show. And thank you for joining us, Kuiper Guerrero, along with Lucy Palmentier, Jesse Mendez, and I'm going to start with you, Jesse. We had some highlights today. We had some difficult big sunset, but we ended up having some great highlights. Definitely. It was exciting to watch. Actually, my favorite of the day was Jake Marshall. Even though he lost on that last heat, he was just in very good sync with the ocean. He identified good waves, and he was surfing so solid and smooth. I was excited to watch him surf today. Your thoughts, Flick?
Oh, there were so many amazing moments, from wipeouts to just those single maneuver waves that I saw John put together and Jack in that last heat. Just, yeah, that they were wow moments for me. And, yeah, there was plenty of them today. We're going to see Jack Robinson on finals day. He'll be in quarterfinal number 4. But let's hear from Jack. He's with AJ McCord on the glass.
Thanks so much, Kaipo. A massive heat win here for you, Jack, to punch your ticket to the quarterfinals. And that heat, it seemed like you just built momentum every single wave that you caught. What did you learn on each wave to help build to those final 2 scores?
Oh, man, I just had to keep trying and just keep trying. It was like actually maybe one of the hardest heats I've surfed in a long time. I just felt like I was going to spew the whole heat because I just took so many wipeouts in the one before. And then I ate a bunch of, I didn't eat a bunch of food, but I had a bunch of snacks and bunched them all together. And it was like, I was like, whoa, like spewing up a little bit every time I paddled out. And then I just kept telling myself, like, oh, you're going to get a rest tomorrow. But now this is what I live for. You got to do it.
And did it? You did do it, Jack, especially that 7.83 there to wrap things up. Walk us through just how you were able to get that score.
Yeah, well, Sunset's crazy because Jake actually got pushed in by the set, and then I didn't have priority, and I got back out, and the wave came to me when it cleaned up. So, yeah, it's just Sunset kind of dishes out unpredictable sets, and you never know what's coming.
But you did a good job today navigating that on to finals day, at quarterfinals. Coming up next for you, how do you regroup, get ready for that?
Just take a couple days off, maybe, sleep a lot, and, chill with the baby, chill with the family. So, I'm chilling. I'm happy to get through that one.
As you should be. Congratulations, Jack.
Thank you. Thanks.
There you go, Jack Robinson. On to finals day. Jack's going to meet up with Italo Ferreira in quarterfinal number 4 as we look forward to finals day. Italo Ferreira, gang, came through his heat. He had a challenge in the way of Frederico Morais, who's been on point. Let's take a look at Italo and Frederico in their matchup. Italo taking out a win there. Fred with the start, Jesse.
Yeah, that was actually a very tight heat all the way through the end. Fred was surfing very solid. He's usually pretty good here, but the difference on the heat was actually this wave right here. Oh, maybe not this one. This is the one that Italo actually did a big rack right about now, an airdrop and falling off the sky. But the difference point on this heat, in my opinion, was just Italo finding that barrel, the tube ride, and finishing it up. This is what I'm talking about. Nice barrel right there for him. Coming out, a lot of chandelier, muscled through it, and finished it off strong.
Italo Ferreira with a 7-point ride, a 6.23. That was enough to defeat Frederico Morais. But this 6.4, great effort, Click.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely had through everything he had at it at the end here, and sort of was left in the channel wondering, have I got the score, have I not got the score here? But he had great moments throughout the day, but you could really see how much this meant to Italo, and especially how much it meant to him in that post-heat interview. He was fired up.
A relieved Italo Ferreira, taking a look at the numbers there that earned him a spot on finals day. Frederico Morais leaving Sunset with an equal 9th place, and he's going to be on home grounds in stop number 3 when the tour continues on in Portugal at Super Tubos. That was a great heat. My favorite heat of the day, though, was just watching John Florence do his thing.
Oh, that heat was spectacular. It was my favorite heat of the day as well. We were recalling it together, and he just kept going from strength to strength. I mean, usually you see this just on a social media clip, but we got to see it in real life in this heat, just him absolutely going to town. He spoke about having to adjust his strategy here when he was just trying to look for these single maneuver waves and knowing that he could get those scores as high as he did. I mean, one of those scores coming through at a 7.83 and then backed it up on the very next wave with an 8.23. That turn right there just for one maneuver.
8.23 fin-bending layback hack from John Florence. Pupo did try to fight back in this heat, but just couldn't come. Things weren't going his way, Jesse.
Yeah, definitely not. As you can see right there, he was looking at a very good score if he had landed probably the most critical turn of the day, but just air dropping out of the sky, and yeah, not going his way.
Let's look at the numbers here for John Florence. Notice that 8.23. The 8.23, when we talk about the career of John Florence, that is his 373rd excellent score in his career on the championship tour. That's going to make for an exciting finals day as we look at our finals day bracket. Flick, any of these quarterfinals stand out to you as a must-watch?
Well, I mean, they're all absolute great heats, but for me, the John Geordie one, I just feel like those two guys have got momentum, carrying it from pipe. John obviously coming off the back of a second. He's looking on fire here, but coming up against a really informed Geordie Smith.
Let's see. That's a setup for that quarterfinal number 2. John Florence had his surfing. He's a past champ over here. John, and so is Jesse Geordie Smith. So it's going to be the battle of the past champs in quarterfinal number 2.
That's exactly what I was going to mention. Both of them have won beer before. They're surfing very critical and clean and identifying good waves. It's going to be a good battle.
Love that. Take a look at this. Quarterfinal Heat 3. Flick, Australian. Friendly fire is going to happen here. Liam O'Brien coming up against Ryan Calnan.
For sure, and yeah, the regular footer versus Ryan being the goofy, so there's going to be that point of difference there, which I really like. I was so impressed with Liam surfing today, though. He just I spoke to him before, and he said, "Oh no, I got lucky," and I was like, "I don't think so, mate. I think you were making your own luck out there. You just looked like you just found these waves where surfing was just silky smooth." But he's got his work cut out for him because he's coming up against a really informed Ryan Callahan, and on his backhand, he's got that point of difference, and he's able to get so tight and vertical in the pocket.
Yeah, that's going to be one to watch. I mean, all the quarterfinals are going to be great. It's been a great competition so far, and in great competitions come great waves. Jesse, our cup noodle wave of the day. Talk us through this wave right here.
And that's my pick of the day. This guy was just in so much sync and identifying the best wave that came all day long. Beautiful wave. I love that fade that he did right there. Just able to get very vertical on that second turn and carve through it. Another down carve, so much drive through the fins, and he's not going to finish. He just finished it up right there with a huge turn and a 9.17.
That is our cup noodle wave of the day. Jake Marshall. That was the round of 32. Unfortunately for Jake, he was eliminated in the round of 16 by Jack Robinson. He'll walk away from Sunset with an equal 9th. Well, Flick, I think we should take a look at what the future has for us. Our surf line forecast and how's the rest of the event window going to play out. We've got some action up in the Pacific.
Yeah, we do. I mean, this is a beautiful satellite image right here. That's that big swirl that we just saw, that very large north swirl. Peaked early, and then today we just saw the brunt of that, but it did drop off ever so slightly throughout the day. But yeah, it was just so hard for the guys out there, but there were still amazing moments, and they made the best of that.
Wild, woolly sunset. Looking to us the future, Jesse. Looks like we got some cleaner, longer period swell.
Definitely looks more favorite throughout the end of the window right there. We have some days with a northwest swell, which is more favorable, and good conditions. Notice
we're looking Tuesday through Thursday. The comp is off on Monday due to North Shore permit rules. It's a U.S. President's Day, but we're going to bring you some raw holiday free surf sessions right here from Sunset. They're going to be kind of raw and uncut. It's going to be really fun. 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Hawaii Standard Time, and you can catch that on World Surf League YouTube as well as worldsurfleague.com. We'll see you tomorrow morning with that, just to give you a treat of the free surf session here at Sunset on that President's holiday. Time for our top 5 moments of the day. Flick.
As much as top 5, it's going to be the wipeouts, right? I mean, as much as they suck if you're a surfer, but we love to watch them, and it definitely makes for entertaining viewing. And there was a lot of them today. That bottom of that wave just really dropping out. Just some people copying the lip to the head. These guys are going to need a chiropractic adjustment. That's what I have to say.
No doubt about it. That was a heck of a day, and we saw a lot of drummer go down, and this is what we kind of expect here at Sunset. Big turns and big wipeouts.
Number 4, Kelly Slater, Jesse. Check out this carving 360.
Yeah, that's just so impressive. It's such a hard wave to hit the lip and actually do a 360 off that. That was amazing from Kelly. He was stoked on that. He didn't get the score, but still got to make the top 5 of the day.
Slater always amazing us. Number 3, Griffin Colapinto. Friendly fire against Cade Madsen, was behind this whole heat, and then this 9-point ride happened.
Yeah, it was sort of a big mistake by Cade. He basically gave this wave to Griff, and Griff really converted with this big 9-point ride. Came shooting out of the barrel, went straight up into that heavy section, hit the lip, and he knew it. Big claim. And yeah, Cade, I mean, it was a big mistake, but Griff just capitalised on it. And he said it was hard, obviously, coming up against his good mate there. Yeah, really difficult.
Number 2, Jesse, we're going to see it again. The 9.17 from Jake Marshall.
Yeah, I can't get over that fade that he had after the first turn, just positioning himself in the perfect spot for the huge carve he had. And just comboing it up. No downtime, just rail to rail the whole time, just solid surfing for Jake, and getting rewarded the best wave of the day. As you see right here, look at this fade. Boom. Just identifying that critical section, but he was a little bit ahead, so just wiping off some speed and putting himself in the perfect spot to just finish off the wave strong. Beautiful surfing for Jake.
Proving he is a great sunset surfer. Number 1, the only excellent heat so far in competition. John Florence was 16.06, 2-wave total. His 155th excellent heat in his career, Flick. Look at this.
Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. I will take that. 2 single-turn maneuver waves, drops an excellent score. 7-point ride on one, and then drops excellent score on the second one. Just showing so much variation, so much power, so much control as well. And he, going into finals day, is going to be definitely the pick to beat.
Good stuff. Thank you, Flick. Thank you, Jesse. Remember, tomorrow morning we're going to have the holiday free surf session, the raw, uncut free surf session, 8 to 11 a.m. Hawaii time. YouTube channel for World Surf League and WorldSurfLeague.com, and check into WorldSurfLeague.com Tuesday the 20th for the call for next day's competition. Enjoy the day and highlights, and aloha.
This copyrighted event broadcast is produced by the World Surf League for broadcast around the world and may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the written consent of the World Surf League.